A video has surfaced of an Islamic scholar making an extraordinary claim that anyone who builds a snowman will face punishment from Allah on the Day of Judgment. His reasoning is that shaping a snowman with a head or a face makes a person an image maker, something he says is forbidden. According to him, the only acceptable version would be a snowman without a head, so it doesn't resemble a human being. We'll dive into this story in today's video, but before we get started, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Right now, only 12% of viewers are subscribed, so join the community and help us grow. Let's be clear, this isn't a matter of personal belief or cultural difference. This is a religious leader telling people that creating a simple snow figure could anger God. It's the kind of statement that raises real concerns about how such ideas are taught and how they influence younger, impressionable audiences. A snowman to most of us is a harmless expression of creativity and fun, something children do in winter without a second thought. Yet this scholar has managed to turn an innocent pastime into something supposedly sinful. It's an example of how extreme interpretations can drain ordinary life of joy, reducing everything to a set of prohibitions and rules. When teachings reach this level of absurdity, they deserve to be questioned openly. Faith should never be used to control people through fear or to condemn something as innocent as a snowman. We'll show you the video now so you can hear exactly what was said and judge for yourself the kind of message being pushed under the banner of religion. Have a watch.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. It's snowing, so the people are gonna go outside and have fun. So no problem, go have that fun in the snow. But listen, don't disobey Allah in the process. One of the ways that some might disobey Allah in the snow is by making images, making snowmen. And remember, this is very dangerous. So it could be very dangerous because the Prophet ﷺ said that the people that are punished the most severely on the Day of Judgment is going to be those who are image makers. So remember, a snowman has got an image, it's got eyes, got a nose, it resembles a human being, and that's problematic. If you make an image that doesn't have a head, then no problem, because Abdullah ibn Abbas narrated in Sunan al-Bayhaqi said that the image is the head. If the head is removed, then there is no image. Do you understand? So go build whatever you want, have a snowball fight like I'm gonna go dash this at my friend right now, this snowball. Just enjoy yourself and let the sun go forth while you're having fun.
The idea that building a snowman could be punished by God shows just how far removed some teachings have become from reason and reality. When scholars make claims like this, they turn faith into fear and discourage people from enjoying simple, innocent traditions. Statements like these don't promote spirituality, they promote control. Religion should inspire people to live better lives, not make them afraid of harmless things like snow or creativity. If this is the kind of guidance being offered to believers, it's no wonder many are beginning to question those who twist faith into something oppressive. Common sense and genuine belief should always come before blind obedience to ideas that defy logic. In other news, BBC Director General Tim Davie has resigned after a BBC Panorama documentary misled viewers, the broadcaster has announced. Deborah Turness, the CEO of news at the national broadcaster, has also resigned. The BBC Panorama documentary was found to have misled viewers by editing a speech by US President Donald Trump. Mr. Davie, who was Director General for 5 years, oversaw a number of BBC controversies in recent weeks, including its coverage of Gaza and Glastonbury. Overall, the BBC is delivering well, but there have been some mistakes made, and as Director General I have to take ultimate responsibility. A leaked internal BBC memo, seen by The Telegraph, suggested the Panorama programme Trump, A Second Chance, had been edited so as to make two parts of President Donald Trump's speech appear together. The result of the edit made it appear that Mr. Trump explicitly encouraged the Capitol Hill riots of January 2021. It is understood Michael Prescott, a former independent external advisor to the broadcaster's editorial standards committee, leaked the memo. Mr. Prescott left the BBC role in June. Ms. Turness also released a statement on her decision, saying, "In public life, leaders need to be fully accountable, and that is why I am stepping down. While mistakes have been made, I want to be absolutely clear. Recent allegations that BBC News is institutionally biased are wrong. In the wake of the resignations, BBC Chair Samir Shah extended his gratitude to both Mr. Davey and Ms. Turness for their unwavering service and commitment to the BBC. "This is a sad day for the BBC," Mr. Shah said, adding he understands the continued pressure on him, personally and professionally, which has led him to take this decision today. The whole board respects the decision and the reasons for it. Culture Secretary Lisa Nandy, who said earlier today that the BBC was facing very serious allegations, including systemic bias, thanked Mr. Davey for his years of service. She wrote on X, "I want to thank Tim Davey for his service to public broadcasting over many years. He has led the BBC through a period of significant change and helped the organisation to grip the challenges it has faced in recent years. The BBC is one of our most important national institutions. Every day it tells the story of who we are, the people, places and communities that make up life across the UK. Now more than ever, the need for trusted news and high-quality programming is essential to our democratic and cultural life and our place in the world. As a government, we will support the board as it manages this transition and ensure that the Charter Review is the catalyst that helps the BBC to adapt to this new era and secures its role at the heart of national life for decades to come." On Monday, the BBC will issue a formal apology over its handling of the Panorama programme. The government is set to launch an independent review into soaring levels of inactivity among young Britons. The inquiry is set to be led by former Labour Health Secretary Alan Milburn, who will be tasked with investigating the waves of young people not in education, employment or training. According to research from the Resolution Foundation, the number of so-called NEETs has spiked by almost 200,000 over the past 20 years. It has now reached 940,000 people, and the figure is expected to exceed 1 million for the first time in more than a decade. Work and Pensions Secretary Pat McFadden has labelled the large number of 16 to 24-year-olds dropping out of work and education as a crisis of opportunity. Around a quarter of Britain's NEETs have blamed inactivity on disability or long-term sickness. The recent Resolution Foundation report noted that the number of young Britons claiming health and disability benefits was also on the rise. Mr. Milburn will examine why youth inactivity is growing, outline measures to cut its long-term impact, and support young people in shifting from benefits to the workplace, the government has said. The review's findings are expected to be published in the summer. Sir Keir Starmer has previously branded Britain's benefit system unsustainable, indefensible, and unfair. However, the Prime Minister faced stiff resistance from Labour backbenchers when he moved to overhaul the system earlier this year. Rebel MPs ultimately forced Sir Keir to water down key parts of his welfare reform bill, leading to major concessions. Recent Department of Work and Pensions (DWP) figures show there has been a 50% increase of the number of young people claiming UC Health and Employment Support Allowance since 2020. An estimated 80% of these claims are due to neurodevelopmental condition and mental health reasons. Discussing whether the crisis among Britain's youth was being made worse by the overdiagnosis of mental health issues, Mr. McFadden told the Sunday Times, "I don't want to play amateur doctor. I want to approach this with sensitivity. The question I'm asking is, given the higher reported number of these conditions among young people, what is the best policy response? I don't believe there should be an automatic link between diagnosis and benefits." The minister added that if the government succeed in tackling the crisis, the prize is huge, transforming lives and life chances with the pent-up potential of the next generation, firing our economy and building a better future for all. We cannot afford to lose a generation of young people to a life on benefits, with no work prospects and not enough hope. Ahead of the review, Mr. Milburn said that it's clear urgent action is needed. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you have not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.